Happy Sunday, guys. The nice thing about it being so cold outside that everything's got a chance to dry. And all the water seeps down and the horses out. It's really cold out. We're going to take Sally for a walk. I think we're going down to the forest. And and I'm gonna add the F to the G, guys. You really liked this deck on Instagram. I had awesome people writing on it. Even Homewood FB wrote that they said it was a really nice deck. So I'm really pleased and surprised how much you like this. And yeah, I have a nice little collection now. Don't forget, on Wednesday the auction on this one ends on eBay. I will post the link in the description. There is one bid now. Actually there's 5 bits, but one of them they only bid like 10p a time, 10 pence. Or that's equivalent what, 10 cents, I don't know. Maybe. But that was really amazing to see how much that roster Fingerboards was really interesting for people. And I have been looking online to try and see if I can get some exotic veneers somewhere. I like to get a whole stack of different veneers, but it's not that easy to get to. Tired. About the piercing, I've gotten 6mm now. And I will have to leave that in for a week or two, and then I stretch up to 7 and do it slowly again. Alright, but we're going to take this little madam out for a walk here. Yes, we are taking you out for a little stroll somewhere, aren't we? Yes, we are. So, out walking Sally, we are on the other side of the forest. The wind comes from that side, but because we're in shading right now of the wind, but well, sheltering from the trees, yes, but it's so windy and it's really freezing cold, guys. They have forecasted snow the next couple of days or next week forward, and we can see a little bit of specks of snow in the air now, but not much. But it's cold enough for it, certainly. The sea has frozen over. I'm going to show you when we come back to that side. Well, it's not really the sea, it is the sea water, but it's in a closed area. What do you call that?
Jetty.
A jetty. Alright. Yeah. Come on, Sally, go on. But it's really nice walking here today. It's nice that everything is suddenly dry again. All that mud and rain and wet was just unbearable. I much prefer this than I do rain. So you can see straight through there now, at the end, where there's like a little opening, that's where the water is. When we get down there, it's going to be a lot more windy. Do you want to continue around there, or do you want to go this way? Okay, we'll go this way. We sometimes meet other people out here which got dogs, and yeah, a lot of people keep dogs on the lead here, but I think it's not. I mean, we only met one dog just when we walked in. They came out, and we just met one person now, and he wanted to bend down and pet Sally. Can't see the problem of you walking dogs off the leash here if you know you got control over your dogs. We got very good control with Sally, and she's so good. She stays very close to us. She don't wander off. She always keeps an eye on us, make sure that we don't walk away from her. I mean, the funny thing is, she walks one direction and we go another direction, and we just say bye bye. She's just like, oh crap, she runs straight after us full speed. I'll try to see if I can show it to you later. Go on. Look at that tree, guys. That would be some awesome veneer. It's almost exotic, even though it's not exotic because we're not in an exotic area. Sally, come on, climb the log. You can do it. Woo, yes, look. She's a natural climber, guys. She's really good. And both Paul and I agree that we think the reason why she's not afraid of heights and she got such good balance and not scared of climbing areas is because I took her on the trampoline while she was young, a very young puppy. And she was just jumping and bouncing around. If you take Runya up there, Runya just lies flat down on the mat of the trampoline, spread her legs out like a spider lying down flat, and shakes until we lift her up again. Sally just jumps around and says, well, come on, jump, Runya, jump. Bye bye. Did you see that, guys? I told you so. Right, you can see it's very windy, but the water's frozen. Sally, don't go out there. But everything is frozen here. It's really cold and very windy here. So guys, we've been out doing a bit of shopping. This was an offer. It's supposed to look like a ferret or something like that. It's like just a flimsy toy, but it got these squeakies inside, but I think I can get her attention. Hello? What's that? What is it? You got a new toy. Oh, a new toy. Show Daddy. Come on then. Come on, let's see the new toy. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Who's that?
Oh, is that nice? Yes. Oh. Oh. Chatter, chatter, chatter. Chatter, 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 chatter. Yeah. Chatter, chatter.
Got a new toy? Yes.
Oh.
You got new toy. He's a lovely toy. There we go. Vlog from yesterday is almost up. It's just processing at the moment on YouTube. That's great. Just been out in the workshop and putting a split ply for Gavin over and in my low mold. Unfortunately, because I didn't use the wood, I use on each side of the mold normally. I thought like, okay, I could just put it in the mold normally and tighten it up, and I tightened it a bit too much, so it kind of cracked a little, but it's not broken all the way through. But when I get it out, I will have to repair it somehow. That's the problem not using the wood. The wood would just have been squeezed. The mold would just press itself into the wood and outline the weight distribution of the pressure. But yeah, that's why you gotta be careful, guys. If you get a mold of this stuff and it's not very thick, you can't just squeeze everything you want. It's got to be looked after. So yeah, it just backfired. It showed that even I'm as a quite experienced deck maker also can have mistakes, but it still sits nice inside. The deck is in the mold now, I won't move or anything. But when I take it out, that end piece will probably be broken off, but I'll fix it. I have done it before, and I just used some very strong glue, and also I glued something to the side of the mold, which helped a lot. So yeah, but that was not the only thing I wanted to say, guys. You guys remember I had this amazing rail here, you can see from FB UK, which is my iSilly rail, which is really awesome. But FB UK also have a sale on at the moment. You guys should go and check it out. If you look here, there's an awesome poster here, and it says there's a discount on every item in stock, up to 75%. Not 75% on everything, but up to 75%. So that would be really cool, and go and check them out. The link is right there, www.fingerboardsuk.com, and yeah, go and get yourself maybe a good bargain or a couple of good bargains. That was weird. I'll try that again. Smith. Oh, I can't land it. There we go. It's getting really cold this evening, and the forecast is snow, and I just hope it's not going to be so much that we can't get out of the house, because it'll just be annoying being stuck in here, and also the mail can't get here if it's all snowy, because I have 2 packages waiting for me, which I know will come, and one of them is the trade I did with Sebastian, and I got his package ready to be shipped out. I only need to add one more thing, which is in the process of being made, and that should be finished probably tomorrow morning. And then I'm waiting for the package from Gavin, which is the Posca pens, so I can ship his stuff out as well. And that's really exciting. So really cold out. Spoke with Casper, my friend, which lives about 8-10 kilometers from here. And he said that they have snow where he is. Not very much though, just a tiny little bit. We haven't got anything here yet. It's tiny little specks of snow in the air. But we have been forecasted it, so I wouldn't be surprised to wake up tomorrow and we got like a layer of snow. Anyways, let me show you my mold, which is cracked. If you see there, when it focuses, that's where it's cracked right there. Can you see that? Tiny crack, but when I take it out, it will move the whole thing. This is a deck here for Gavin. So I sacrifice my low mold for you. But then again, on the other hand, the low mold is not the one I sell the most of. It's actually medium and high. But the low mold will be in the future one of the molds I will be using as well to sell quite a bit of, hopefully. When I say it's low, it's not low. It's approximately about like the old Berlin woods before they got the mediums and the highs. It's made completely by me. Any of my molds, I haven't copied anyone, guys. So no worries that you're gonna have like a copy of another brand. I made my molds completely from scratch, so they are my shapes. And when I get my new molds, they are the same shapes, which just has been incorporated into a metal mold, and have been corrected sometimes. Because when you make like a handmade mold, it's really hard to make everything exactly the same in both sides, so it's completely 100% mirrored. It's like almost impossible. It really takes a very skilled eye and a lot of measuring to do, and I am not that good. So anyways, yeah, a lot of people also think that my decks or my company with Fingerboards, it's called iSilly. It's not. iSilly is my vlog here, which you're watching right now, and it's my videos, it's my channel where I do my daily vlogs. My company is called Micah's Fingerboard. I had a long time where I couldn't figure out should I call it Micah's Fingerboards or Silly Decks. But I came up to terms with myself, and also with speaking with a couple of friends, or a certain friend, which also has a fingerboard company, Primitive Decks. And he said to me that he think I should stay with Micah's because it's like what I started out with back in 2005 when I made my first decks. I never sold any decks back then. It was just I made them myself. Actually, that's not completely true. Christian, who was here yesterday, back in the days when I started making decks, I think about a year after we made the decks, he bought actually 3 decks from me at McDonald's in town where we normally go, because his mum saw us riding the fingerboards, and she said, "Where do you get these?" Because my son fingerboards, but he only got like tech decks and stuff, and said, "Oh, we make them ourselves." So, and unfortunately we had a whole handful of them in the car, so we went out and she bought 3 of them for him. So he was actually the first real customer of Micah's / iSilly decks, but they will be called Micah's, and I actually have a Micah's Facebook page, and there's only about 32 people liking it. So if you want to pop in there, I'm going to leave a link down in the description, and you can start following that. I will update you guys with news when stuff is happening regarding my fingerboards. I'll also advertise whenever I get decks for sale in there, or whenever there's going to be new decks. I also have some other stuff sorted out. Actually tonight I've been making something which I hope will really be exciting, but I am still making up my mind if I should use it or not. Not too sure. I need to speak with a certain person first. If you want to, go and check out on Facebook Micah's Fingerboards. There's nothing really on the page, not very much now. There is the logo and a couple of little things, but there will be updating, and I will inform you guys a whole lot about what's going to happen with the new company. It's not new, it's been there for a long time, but I just really haven't been serious about it. But I'm back to thinking about, okay, I need to step up the game and take a little bit advantage of the skill I have of making decks. And when so many other companies are earning a little bit of money on it, or some people are actually earning a lot of money, why shouldn't I make it into a little earning as well? Because the craft I do is apparently also as good as many others, especially when I get my new molds, which I paid dearly for. Quite expensive to get those too, but it's worth it in the end. And hopefully I can get a 3rd mold made later on, so I have 3 shapes. But don't worry, my plan is not to go and spit out decks like 200 decks in a month or something like that. It's going to be like a limited amount every month, or even just a couple of decks a month. So I don't want my decks to become like a factory processed thing, so you can just like, you know, those factories just spit out like 500 decks in an hour. I don't want to be like that. I want my decks to be handmade, good quality, and I will give all the love to my decks as I always have given. When I sand them out, make sure I'm really happy with it. So that's going to continue. I don't want to lower my quality because I'm now suddenly having a company which is getting more serious. Yeah. Right, enough of my rambling. I'm going to catch you guys tomorrow. So take good care. Love you all. Stay awesome and epic. And please go and like or follow me on the Micah's Facebook page. That would be so awesome. And this week we're coming in now. I am definitely going to kick myself in the rear very hard and get the giveaway of 10,000 subscribers made, because I'm getting close. I'm only about 300 something away from 12,000. So I'm really behind. Alright, catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.